Yeah, that was like a minute ago. I said 1 minute.
No. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to episode 35. It wasn't a minute ago.
It was okay. It might have been like 30 seconds. I could.
Yeah.
Nothing
I got
here
it.
says seconds, so
I
I just
got
took a
distracted.
guess.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, that's right.
So welcome back to episode 35 of Read This Way, where we're gonna go over the news and talk about the weeklies and recommend some manga to you.
Manga.
Yeah.
Delicious.
My name is Brad. This is my co-host Logan. You got some news for me, man? Any highlights?
I don't know. There's not a lot of super standout stuff. I've been hearing somewhat mixed opinions about the new Demon Slayer movie.
No.
And it just being 3 episodes pasted together.
I mean, wasn't that what the last movie was too?
I don't know. But it was the last one actually aired content?
Well, they did the movie first, and then they did Mugen Train arc in the anime, which was like they cut up the movie, and I think they might have put some extra stuff in. It's been a little while. I haven't.
It just they got to do it a better way.
Let's read this way, man. I haven't watched anime in ages.
Well, most of the news is kind of anime related, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
There's not a lot of like manga news per se.
Oh well, we did get a new series drop on the Jump app. That was cool.
Which one? You were telling me. You said you read a new one. Which one was that?
Give me 1 second. It's forgotten what it's called, so I'm desperately getting onto the website.
I'll also mention the little animated short that Yusuke Murata has revealed called Zayuki, which is a little 101 second animation he's actually drawn himself. Now, if you're not familiar with Yusuke Murata, you're definitely familiar with his work, which is One Punch Man, the manga, as well as Eye Shield 21, and I'm trying to think what else he's done. Was he involved with Vagabond? Or was that a different guy? Oh my god. Researching on the fly. Well, he's best known for Eye Shield 21 anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, he rolled out a little animated short, which is all his work. So he's actually animated it himself, directed it. There's no sound to it as far as I can tell. And it looks unreal, and it's already been basically picked up by a studio to get it made.
Oh, wow.
Haven't a clue what it's about or what's going on because it's absolute madness. The only thing I can tell is that it's about a kappa, which is a kappa, right?
Yeah, it's a kappa.
Little kappas. A kappa who lives in a kappa village, and he's really crap at being a kappa, and he basically puts all in for a raffle prize and ends up winning a flight to India. In which case, when he gets there, in the actual airport, the whole thing just turns upside down, where he's approached by a monkey, and the monkey seems to be involved in something a little bit unusual, untoward. But it's not just any monkey; it's the Monkey King. So it's it's really pulling from some weird mythological workings.
Yeah.
So it's looking unreal though. That one.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember the one shot of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a little while ago that we saw this coming, but it hadn't been released on any official platform up until the 6th this weekend. They just dropped, and we got like 6 chapters. So I think the first volume is in production. So I think it's a similar release to Moriarty the Patriot.
As in schedule, or
as in schedule wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it'll drop like 1 volume at a time as maybe the physical releases are coming out. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, there it is.
But
it didn't come up in my feed as being new.
I think it's only on. Is it only on the Shonen Jump app?
No,
not
it's
Manga
on
Plus?
the. Yeah, it's only on the Shonen Jump app at the
Yeah.
moment. Yeah,
Must be a publishing deal.
Yeah, Viz must have picked it up or decided to pick it up, and that's why it's sort of 6 chapters deep already.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm not expecting to see any more chapters until maybe a couple of months down the track, and then it'll be probably like another 6.
It'll be an interesting series.
Or even quarterly. I think Moriarty the Patriot's almost quarterly.
Really?
Yeah. It feels a bit sporadic, but you get like a big chunk.
Huge chunk?
Yeah.
Like Jojo Next kind of chunk?
Well, yes. Because you're getting like one volume, one tankobon. But like
4
the
times a
chapters
year.
for the yeah.
No, I wasn't saying
transition.
Halfway through a sentence, you just like bang.
I was like, now seems like a good pause.
Yep.
Well, we kind of started getting onto off topic.
We did because there's not a lot, like you said, there's not a lot of news. So I think we should be just jumping straight into the weeklies at this point, aren't we?
Just before we had the little bit of news that we did have was mostly speculation stuff. There was a leak of Boruto getting cancelled or putting in on indefinite hiatus, which
it's the same thing, right?
I mean,
indefinite usually means no more
for the foreseeable future. We're not giving you a date. To be like honest, I think so. I watched I think it was Chippy Review's video on it, and the anime for Boruto is 73% filler.
Yeah. Okay.
And
why have they done that?
Because they're doing it off the same schedule as like what Naruto was, where it was 1 episode a week, and that Boruto hasn't been out for that long. There's like 30 chapters.
No. Yeah.
That might.
Yeah, there's so much content already.
That might be a bit excessive, but yeah. It's
Hasn't
something.
It got like 3 seasons of the anime or something.
It's insane.
That's really sad because I thought it had potential to be something different. But if they're going to treat it like that, people are going to be unhappy with it.
Oh, sorry. There's 78 chapters currently.
73 of which are fillers.
Oh, no. The chapters for the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a bit sad because it's a direct reflection of the anime, right? When it comes down to it. Its popularity and the backlash that it's had has come down to the studio just wanting to put filler in.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame. Real shame.
How many episodes do we have?
Does that mean so the manga's on hiatus, not the anime?
No, the anime's on hiatus.
The anime's on hiatus, but the manga's going to keep going.
Which, to be honest, is probably a good thing. Especially if we've gotten 290 episodes.
What? No.
Out of 78 chapters.
No wonder people are angry. That is so stupid.
I think they've run out of content.
That should only be 30 episodes.
Yeah.
With the amount of content they have,
I think it's good that it's going on
done.
hiatus.
Yeah. Yep.
And at that point, you might as well just reboot it, and you'll probably
have to
get up to like the same point in like 12 episodes.
Yeah, I think that whoever was in charge of this did not have their heads screwed on right, or it was just straight up money, 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 money.
Yeah,
on
it
this
just
one.
prints. It just prints itself.
Well, not now. It's tarnished the name in the end.
Yeah.
So
I never really did pick up, like get into Boruto. I was already at that point kind of getting overwhelmed by the amount of anime that was coming out, and I was getting more into manga because it was easy. It was easier for me to consume more of it
and to keep
in the
track
same.
of it.
Yeah, that too, and it was, I don't know, just easier, I guess, to keep up with the ones that I was enjoying in manga format.
Well, in that half an hour episode, we could easily read 4 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually more. What am I saying?
I'm just impatient.
I'm just
really
thinking.
what it comes down to.
Doing the numbers there, and in a half an hour episode, I reckon I could finish a Tankobon. So, I think that's better time spent.
Yeah.
All you anime watchers out there, read more.
Although I will admit, when Dan to Dan gets an anime adaptation,
Murder
Days.
Sticky tape my eyeballs to the screen for that stuff. But
speaking of Sakamoto Days, the announcement that they were teasing was a light novel, Killer's Method. So that's going to be released in April,
which we will never see.
We might. They'll be doing a lot more light novel adaptations. Or
did they give any indication about who it's about or what it's about?
Not a clue.
Excellent.
Mashal TV Anime will be revealing all of its latest information soon. I think actually in the next week's magazine.
Yeah, I reckon that's actually going to go off.
Yeah, it's gonna. I reckon it'll hit. It'll land better than I think some of the jokes in the manga do.
Yeah, once again, the timing's going to come through a lot better, and it really grew past the gag manga a bit and actually headed more towards an action series.
Yeah,
which was good. It still had gag content in there, but it still took itself seriously when it needed to.
It felt in similar ways to like what One Punch Man did, where it's kind of got its own serious story going on, but at the start it was very like focused on that gag manga side of it, and like it's kind of similar concepts being explored in both. I feel
it kind of is, yeah, pretty similar.
Completely
different. But
it's like One Punch Man meets Harry Potter.
That's one way of putting it. If Harry didn't actually have magic.
Yeah. and was One Punch Man. Elusive Samurai is coming up to 2 years. It's just released its 100th chapter, and we're going to be getting some information next week as well, whether that's going to be an anime adaptation, which is what we said about Sakamoto last week. But I mean,
I just wanted it. I know.
I mean, Elusive Samurai, I think, is going to slap as an anime adaptation.
It'll do really well. Like, I reckon it'll be
it'll be as good as like Assassination Classroom, right?
I reckon they might apply a similar flow to Golden Kamuy, because it's got those kind of vibes a little bit.
I wonder if it'll be like a marrying of those two, like Assassination Classroom and Golden Kamuy.
I think it might. I think it's definitely got a different feel to Classroom.
It looks cuter, but is much more violent and gory because it's a period piece set in like the Warring States period. Like there's a samurai that's just like always covered in ants. It's really unnerving. Like it's just so many.
He's just thought of the creepiest thing on this planet, and that's it.
Well, it's just because he's covered in blood, and the ants just crawl up on him and then just like eat all the blood. It's gross. But like the whole thing, it's just going to be moving. It's going to be disgusting. and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to see the pit stop horse maneuver.
It'll be like season 4 by the time they get to
Yeah,
that.
I know. And My Hero Academia is going on a sudden break due to Hirokoshi's health.
Again.
As well as... Yeah, I think he did, maybe? No, well...
I thought he was on a break not long ago. Might be someone else. We've had so many breaks lately.
Hirokoshi, I think, just had a break, not last week, but the week before, his planned break. But him, Gegege Akatami, Jujutsu Kaisen, and I've forgotten his name, Black Clover Man, have been working themselves pretty hard to the bone. Yeah. Like, Jump really needs to assess their fucking scheduling better.
Yeah.
But also, yeah.
More content. Also more content.
Give us more. No, I just split up the series throughout the week, or
yeah, instead of dropping it all on the one day. Yeah, break it up. I mean, how did Fujimoto go, I want to be on a different day to everyone else?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So yeah, he's essentially having 2 weeks off, which is good, and I kind of hope they allow him more if he needs it. Because
it's coming up to its end, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean,
it's wrapping up soon, so let him take his time with it and do it properly.
Yeah.
I think they owe the series, and they owe him that.
Yeah.
Because he's
carried them for quite a while.
He has been a cornerstone for the shonen environment for many years.
Pretty much as soon as the Bleach and Naruto wrapped up, he was kind of there. As they were wrapping up, he was starting, and that torch kind of got passed and held up between him and Oda.
Yep.
I mean, what else do we have from that time still? Jujutsu, but that started
a little bit after.
Halfway, a year and a half, maybe even longer.
I reckon it was longer. Jujutsu's been going, but not... I reckon not even half the time.
But even Gege Akatami's not had a very good run with his health lately. It's sad to see, and it's becoming all too more common, unfortunately.
Yeah. And hopefully they'll come through, as they always do.
Yeah, it's about 215 chapters in Jujutsu to 380 in My Hero.
Oh, okay.
Yuki Tabata, that's what his name is, Black Clover.
Okay.
Black Clover was the one that started around the same time as My Hero.
Yeah.
I knew there was one. I couldn't remember what it was bloody called.
It's so weird because Black Clover feels like it's been running for longer. It's got that real early 2000s vibe. So I always thought it was a lot older than it is.
I think My Hero was at the start of the year, and then Black Clover was at the towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
They're 30 chapters apart.
Not much, eh?
No. And then that's pretty much it. So it was Black Clover. Oh, and Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer wrapped up a couple of years back now. That was the other one. And
I haven't actually looked in to see if she's doing anything new. But that's more research for later. Stop it, Brad.
No, I was bringing up this one.
Okay.
Goku Rakugai is the new series that dropped onto Viz, the Shonen Jump side of it. And I've been waiting impatiently for it to drop on the app, and dropped on Saturday, I think it was. So far, I've read one chapter, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Art still hold up, I'm guessing.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, because that was a real key moment in looking at the one shot. That the art was so beautiful.
The drip, man, the drip.
Mm.
There is a section in. So, have you read the first chapter?
I haven't yet, but I have an idea of what's going on.
There is a section where the main character, one
is
of
he
the
doing a
main
Chainsaw Man?
characters, he's like, it really looks like it, right?
Yeah, that's a nod right there.
Man, it feels so good.
Oh, come on. This is too cool. Like
it feels edgy, but like the good kind of edgy.
Gotcha, Kuda.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibes it's got. Looking at it.
What happened in the one shot?
It was relatively brief. It didn't have this sort of stuff in it. It just sort of introduced the two characters. The one shot was a lot more conversation than action.
So this also is a lot more conversation than action. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Holic, but a little bit of Black Lagoon.
Oh, okay.
I know that's probably a really weird comparison. So it's got like the problem solving elements of both of those shows, but it feels a little bit rougher than Holic does, and a little bit more ragtag. Not quite black market level like Black Lagoon. Like,
yeah, somewhere in between.
Yeah, like the PG rated Black Lagoon.
Yeah, that show's rough.
It is insane. You got to be in a good headspace for that one in parts.
Yeah,
it's a good show though. I've really enjoyed the first chapter, and I'm going to be reading the remaining after this podcast. To be honest, it feels really good. It's set around the two main characters, the female whose name is escaping me. So look at the drip. Look at the drip.
She gave me grandma vibes.
Yeah, I knew. So these two here are set up as basically problem solvers. Like, they do odd jobs for people, but that's just a front. Turns out they're actually demon hunters, and our boy here is the child of one of these demons and a human, and so his blood holds special properties, which is what the little plug thing that turns into a little cleaver is made out of his blood.
So
and that's why he's got fangs. And so he's essentially employed by her to live his life the way as a human, and to walk his own path and not turn to the demon's side. Like, it feels like really edgy, but like the aesthetic carries it.
Yeah, you got to keeping that cool, edgy visual is carrying it through. Yeah,
and like these two are just like rough as guts, and they just eat food, and so
Blue
cool.
Exorcist.
Yeah. Very.
I feel like this guy's been reading a lot of the same stuff we have.
It even feels like elements of like Bayonetta have
nice.
Like, she just screams that series as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, definitely one to add.
I'm definitely gonna read it. It's looking good.
Oh, it's so good.
Even though it has all those words.
Honestly, the first chapter feels like a one shot. So I was kind of hoping that you had read it so we could do like a little comparison, but it's fine. I
Well, we
didn't.
can do a comparison.
We can do that next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go deep dive. We'll read all the chapters and deep dive.
Yeah. mm,
What's next on the plate?
On the plate.
What was the first one for you this week?
It's always Ichinose.
Oh, and was it a chapter? What? It was something else.
It was insane. So just to be a bit of a little bit of a different format this time around, so you can see what we're seeing. This is what we're. Did it? Yeah, it did.
You did it.
Cool.
You did.
I did. We got Chainsaw Man as our first today.
Nice.
Because that's the most recent release. New chapter. It was insane. I wasn't expecting him to. I'm assuming that it's the Suicide Devil, and wasn't expecting it. I was not expecting him to go that hard.
I wasn't expecting to go that hard that quick.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that he's been nudged
by the
editor. It feels like that. I feel like because it's been crazy, but not like Chainsaw Man crazy, if you know what I mean. In the sense of pacing, it's kept pretty quiet, even on the extreme action moments. Still kind of quiet or short. The action's short in spurts.
Yeah, I'm expecting like the shit to hit the fan next chapter.
And it's been focusing so heavily on Asa and her dream to kill Chainsaw Man so she can become human again. That all the stuff that's been happening in the background since the first chapter is finally starting to come to fruition. And we're just finally working out why Octopus Guy's there.
Are we?
Real reason. Yeah, I reckon this is why he's really there. He wants to be in the middle of it.
There's just so much questions around him. I don't know what's going on with Yoshida anymore.
He's our new antagonist, I reckon.
You reckon Fami is a red herring?
I don't think Fami is as big a player as...
This could be a giant Mexican standoff.
Yeah. Could be. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens next chapter.
I also love how much she bleeds him for at the cafe.
It's so good. Like, I'll take 5 servings of all of this.
What, you said you were paying?
So much fun. It's those little moments that are going to break up the insane action that's coming forwards, I think.
Yep. I also forgot we were going to look at the author comments this week.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah,
we're going to look at them.
If I can figure out how to do this. It's just going to make me do it like this, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. It's just rude.
Now, if people don't know, you can find the author comments on the Manga Plus app.
As well as
the website.
It's on Viz as well. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not on the app though. Not that I
can
find.
No, it's not. It's dumb.
And this happens every week, doesn't it? They drop a bunch of little quotes from the
generally like a sentence long.
Yeah.
So we've got them up on screen at the moment. Some of the notable ones. Which one was the one that you really liked?
He was right at the bottom.
I'm concerned about Yuto Suzuki at the moment. He should not be drinking as much.
No, he shouldn't be drinking so much Red Bull. But caffeine has never had an effect on you. It has, man, just internally. You just because you haven't felt it, it's doing bad things to you. Valentine's Day chocolates.
There was actually a couple of movies that Ichinose mangaka recommended that I really want to check out.
I have watched one of them.
So this one was probably one of my favorite of the manga musings this week was Ichigoki's Under Control, Seiji Hayashi. He said, "I've never had hemorrhoids, but that thing I had one time was actually a hemorrhoid."
That guy is okay. Okay, so that's weird because his quote's the one that I sent you earlier.
Are they maybe a week behind on Viz?
Maybe. Because on this one, he says it's such a cruel system that you need to go to the gym in order to cancel the gym membership that you no longer use. He's a funny guy.
Oh, so dumb.
Maybe I should pick up his manga and give it a read. But those comments are just so much fun. And it just gives you a little peek into their lives just on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Akutami, no, was it Akutami? No, Tabata. Now I'm forgetting which one it was because both of them have had a lot of health issues. Might have been, I think it was Akutami. Like where he said that his dog had diarrhea.
Oh yeah,
like him and his entire family, all the way down to his dog, all got diarrhea, and like that sort of like it. Yeah, poor dude had such bad luck.
That's an awful. Well, hopefully that's all the bad luck for the year for him.
I can't find the. Is it on the Manga Plus website? The
what?
I found it. Never mind. The comments from the author. Because yeah, it does seem like they're
either a week behind or a week ahead.
It's confusing.
They're different.
Yeah,
a different set of comments. We'll check them again next week, and then we can compare whether they've shifted.
Yeah. Anyway,
because I'm only reading on one, not the other.
Yeah, true.
So Ichinose.
Ichinose
that's where we were.
Incredible. Insanely incredible.
I feel like that setup we had at the end of last week was what actually happened. I feel like they all seem to have done something that has required this time loop to happen.
Is it a time loop? Will we find out? I don't. Well, there's a lot to speculate about with that chapter in particular.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those series. Like as soon as we start to talk about it, it's going to not necessarily ruin anything because it's really confusing and nothing's really been revealed yet.
No, but all the other things that have been revealed in some way or another are a bit of a surprise, I guess.
Yeah, it's a fantastic mystery series that's just mysteriously mysterious.
I reckon it's going to be one of those ones that's going to make an absolutely phenomenal series. Especially with the way they break the cliffhangers.
Yeah,
it's going to be unreal.
Do we want to talk about our next favorite child?
Well, this technically is our favorite child, but we just,
Well, what about Chainsaw Man?
It's predictable. I know, but still. I'm sorry, man. I love Chainsaw Man, but this
don't
series,
let Fujimoto-san.
I know, but this series really has.
I know.
Taken my heart.
It's special.
It's literally everything I dream of in a series.
It is so fantastic.
I don't know why, but it encapsulates everything I want. The art is absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful.
I mean, just look at this. I forgot how strong Mr. Shrimp was.
Oh yeah, because he's
he was fighting Okaeri, and Okaeri was like and is MVP, and we didn't realize because he was taking on everything. That was like, oh man,
yeah.
I'm
But
so
Mr. Shrimp
excited.
is he's still got the old power punch there.
Yeah,
so it's
don't
really cool to
underestimate
see
him.
him, bringing in the boxing techniques. There's some moves in there that are very, very similar to what you see in boxing manga in the past. So I think that might have been a bit of a nod towards those ones. But it's this chapter was just so gorgeous and so beautiful, but not for all this action. It's actually the beautiful moments taking place in the last 3 pages.
Yeah. So
where
good.
we see Okaeri actually waking up finally after
And
his
eating
out
some
of body
curry.
experience, and eating some curry and reading the note, which stipulates that she loves him. She loves him.
But she's gonna play it off as like a friend thing, 100%.
Yeah, maybe.
Calling it now. It's
Come on,
gonna
they were
continue.
holding hands not long ago.
Nah, I'm calling it now. It's gonna be more of the will they, won't they, and
I hope not. I hope they don't sit on it, because
I do hope they actually like continue and actually develop a relationship as opposed to just having that stagnation.
Yeah, because
Like,
this is not a rom-com.
I mean, it kind of
per
is.
se. I mean, it is, but it's like the story pacing isn't like the whole thing's not about them getting together. The whole thing is about Okaerin's nuts
and getting them drained. I mean,
getting them back. Kennedy has got nothing at the moment.
I mean, yeah, but also this from chapter 1, it's been set up as like a will they, won't they romance.
Kinda. I was expecting them to be friends from the start.
They did the rom-com thing where like he looks at her and she looks at him, and the thump and and everything's been whited out. And it was when he told her his name, his actual name, Takakura. And what did he say? It was like something along the lines of being
I can't help being awkward or something like I'm just an awkward guy.
That's right.
That's the line. That's the line that her favorite actor says.
That hard-boiled line.
Yeah. Love it.
He hasn't said that in ages.
I know. I hope he does soon.
Yeah. When he comes back, it's like the first thing he says, like he beats a robot that's about to kill her or something.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Early Dan to Dan is exceptional.
We got 96 chapters. It's nearly breaking that 100 chapter mark. I want an anime announcement soon.
Well, I'm hoping that this arc, surely enough, will finish in the next 10 chapters, right?
I hope not. I hope we get a little bit more. Give me another 15.
You think?
Yeah, give us some good flashy action.
I want him to have a break. I want him to do 10 chapters and then take a few weeks off, man.
Because fair. That's fair.
This art cannot be easy.
I'm greedy, all right?
Yeah, I know. But he deserves a break.
So Cipher Academy is still ongoing. I think we just got a new translator.
In English. Oh, we got a new translator.
Yeah.
Working hard.
I admittedly haven't kept up with Cipher Academy. Ichigoki is under control. Ginker and Luna, however, I have been. Ginker and Luna is amazing, and I'm getting a little nervous because a lot of the new series that we always get into end up getting cancelled.
But I can't even understand why this would be cancelled. How could people not be into this?
It's so good.
It's so confusing why people wouldn't be like right into this. It's got everything you would expect from a shonen series, but in an original format, something different to what's been done before. So it just doesn't make any sense why it's not selling better.
Well, is it? I haven't seen the numbers for it. Is it not selling well?
Not ranked. It's not ranked.
Oh, it's not ranking at all?
No. Which scares me, especially with this latest chapter being the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm
getting Doron vibes, where it's like they introduced that the big bad to like, and then it was like 2 more chapters and it was over.
Red
and
Hood.
I'm like, please no, please no.
It does feel like Doron, and it does feel like Red Hood, where they start dropping the big bad and defeating him like ASAP. But the way they've introduced him doesn't feel like they're going to beat him anytime soon.
No.
Especially with the way Gink is looking.
Oh man, that looks so cool.
Those last few panels just gave me
chills, literal chills.
Oh, vibes from the vampire series.
Hellsing?
Hellsing. It felt so Hellsing.
Yeah.
All those mouths everywhere and all the different spells coming out of the mouths at the same time. Oh, it was so good. And so inventive and so fresh. It was just, you just didn't expect it.
I love the subtle, oh yeah, this is your own body. And you didn't even hesitate to smash its head on. And I had to actually, I kept reading, and then I was like, hang on a second, did he just went back a few pages and was like, yeah, okay. And Ginka and Luna look pretty damn alike.
Yeah, and then you flick the pages backwards and forwards and go, wait a minute.
So I wonder if my my random theory about him being her dad. Oh hey, yes, good time to come in, Trossie.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Hopefully not cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I've got a lot. There's a lot in here, and sometimes, if it's been a few minutes since I last seen it, it's going to get a little bit lost. But it's got, this series got just so much going for it. I hope
it's so
this is my number one. Fingers crossed. I hope this doesn't get cancelled this year, because it's just it's grown into something really amazing.
It starts so quickly. Off with, even just the beginning, it was so magical and just kept up the hook of its magic system. It's been an adventure from chapter 1.
Yeah. And what I've actually really loved is the way each magician uses the magic, because it's based on imagination and it's based on, what they're capable of on a mental scale. Everything is so different, and they fight in different ways.
I just also want to share this because the body horror. No, this was this week.
It was this week, yeah.
The body horror that we've been getting is just incredible.
Had some really good moments.
It's such an interesting series, and I'm getting nervous that it's about to get cancelled.
Surely enough, not with that though. Come on.
Like, the art is just incredible. So I've been keeping up with this one. Oh, sorry, Trossie. You didn't mention anything, so I didn't know that you were here.
Yeah, you're so quiet.
Yeah. She did. Is that because you didn't want us to get thrown off our game like last week and talk about balls again?
Balls. We're already talking about balls.
Elephant never forgets. The great Masamune was finally shown off. The famous swordsmith.
Yeah, it's not a period piece without this guy involved,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And he's as goofy and eccentric as he usually is depicted. Don't know what the go is with the face tattoos. Don't know what the go is with his like foresight into the future. But yeah, this was.
He looks actually like a very European character.
It's a weird series. It's good though.
The hand's freaking me out.
All right. It's a good. Actually, that's a good transition.
Yeah.
Man, Jiangxi.
The new Naruto. Yeah, he always got to start with Shaft, right?
I take back about what I said because I feel like Jiangxi is a lot more violent than Naruto ever was or had the balls to be.
I don't know about that. I think the manga was had some really pretty intense moments.
Yeah, but I mean,
not
genocide.
To this extent. This is
and not like
this is like the horror version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been insane. I'm so glad that I did actually catch up when I did.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be the big series for the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. As on a popularity level, I feel like it's going to be a big series. It's the new Jujutsu.
Yeah, it's the new dark shonen.
Yeah, the new edgy shonen.
Yeah.
It's good.
I admittedly I haven't actually kept up with Tokyo Demon Bride stories. I think I'm a couple of chapters behind. Yeah. Where I got up to the main girl had gone back to her family to be executed for fraternizing with a human. So there seems to be like this really big I guess you would call it a class divide, but like punishable by death.
Feels like a pretty big divide.
Yeah. That's where I kind of I got up to, which I think is like maybe even 3 weeks behind. So I need to catch up with that.
Yeah.
But Ichinose family, man. Ichinose family.
Again. It's a nice color page, actually.
It is a really nice color page. I have a lot of theories. I just don't know where. I feel like Charlie Day, where he's got the board and he's like the conspiracy board from I think it was Always Sunny. It's just it doesn't feel real.
You're right. It feels like it's kind of dreamy in a sense.
I wonder, and like it almost feels like he's still in a coma, maybe. Like, is it dream therapy?
No.
Like, there's a lot of different things that I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
That would be interesting, like a new form of therapy using like virtualization in the mind.
Like the comment that the mum makes towards the end where she's like, just let me see him, and he's all like, nah, you're out of time, and then she's just gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real. Nothing feels real in Ichinose family anymore. And I say that after having a time loop.
Yeah, but you're right. Is it a time loop or was it a reset? It's like they've just hit the reset button and everything's
Is
back.
it a computer game?
You might be onto something about that dream therapy.
Like, there's a lot of different angles that this can go in, and I don't know what is going on anymore. It just keeps throwing so many different plot threads at us, one after another, and I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really
What?
behind in
Which
Witch
watch?
Watch.
Oh, I went to start reading it and then forgot to read it. I downloaded a bunch of chapters and never actually got around to it because that's silly. What was that? The wolf.
That is Mission Yozakura family.
Okay.
So we're up to chapter 168 with that one. It's the same.
I remember, reading like 2 chapters of that and going, "This seems kind of fun," but then got caught up with everything else that was happening at the same time.
It unfortunately is the thing with Jump is you'll sometimes just forget about a series because there'll be a bit of a lull period in there, and everything else is just that good that it'll just kind of get shelved.
Well, it was happening with Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Sort of dropping at the same time, and it kept itself going. So it's done well.
Came out around the same time as Undead Unluck as well.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself is in its final stretch, I believe. Maybe I think they're on the final loop, and they're assembling the army essentially to take on God. But this is going to be the perfect run where Fuko knows everything and she's got no plan, but she's going to save everyone from their trauma and make them be friends, even if they don't want to be, because shut up
and take it.
Like it's got that real shoujo vibe to it at the moment, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Like this whole chapter was focused around a character that has low self-esteem. That's all. I'm the side character, and Fuku's like, nah, shut up, man. You're someone's main character. It's just super motivational.
I'm just the guy in the red shirt.
Yeah, it's good. They're in the middle of a war at the moment. Like an actual skirmish.
Oh yeah, I can see all the gunfire going on.
I love it, man. It's so dumb. It just feels so indulgent at the moment. Like it really knows where it wants to be and where it wants to end up and how it wants to get there. And yeah, it really does feel like Fuku's played through this game a million times. She knows where to go, when to go. She's basically got the walkthrough with no plan though. So it feels carefree and adventurous, but also like this is like the perfect last run of the video game. And you're sweeping through, you're getting all the characters when you can get them, and none of your Fire Emblem characters have perma-died. Or it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Cool, but Sakamoto Days is better. So
it is. It is so good, and it is so beautiful at the moment. Going back in time, and actually finally starting to see and piece together, all these characters. And look, for the amount of chapters that's been running so far, you don't actually know why these things are happening. And they're finally starting to tell you why they're happening.
Yeah.
All this crazy stuff that's been going on from the get-go, from that first chapter where it's like, you've got a bounty on your head. We still don't understand why he's got the bounty on his head, truly.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
And I feel like we're going to see soon why, though.
And this action scene though was so amazing.
It was really good to see the three of them just going bananas on that guy.
It was like almost, yeah, it was pretty much from the get-go. Like we had page one set up, and then it was bang straight into the action, and it was like just so high octane. We had an amazing spread, which took me a second to realize what I was looking at, because I guess he moves so quick.
Yeah, he blinks. He's just, because every time you see, and this, I love the dynamic here, is because every time you see him in the panel, he's in a different position. to the previous panel because he's moving so quickly. Even the reader's going, "Oh, wait a minute! No, he's gone. He's gone to this position now, and suddenly he's over here." It's actually done really, really well, and quite smartly.
These shoes has the Velcro. That's what makes him go so fast, man.
It is. It's true. It's the shoes with the Velcro.
It's the shoes with the Velcro.
They got to be red.
And then just the whole chapter was so good.
These last few chapters, we've been really spoiled.
Yeah.
On story and art, it's just been unreal. No, don't want to talk about Blue Box.
I have nothing to say. I haven't read it at all.
Yep.
Heard it's good. Akane Banashi, on the other hand, oh boy, are you up to date? No, you haven't.
So far behind.
I can't believe 30. Can't believe it's been running for nearly a year. Like we're at chapter 52.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good. He's kind of been set up as the new antagonist, maybe.
Yeah. Some of the panels I saw from it did look kind of like he's the bad guy. I don't know whether that's just the way he was telling the story, but
I think it's meant to be reflected by, because there's the trope that I've noticed when they're talking about said character, there'll be two characters in a separate location talking about the Rakugoka in particular while they're performing, and then something in that performance will reflect what the other characters are talking about them in particular. It's how they've been doing the character development for a little while now. Just a little pattern I've noticed. Trying to find it on. Where the bloody hell is it? There you are. Akane Banashi. Yeah, I was trying to find the actual page, or the chapter.
Yeah, trying to blend the actual performance into the story. Yeah.
Because it's not quite, but I want to say that it feels almost fish-eyed.
Yeah, I was about to say the dude's been fish-eyed. He's evil.
Yeah, like it's like this weird angled distortion.
It's got the weird eyes pointing outwards, kind of.
Yeah.
Feel.
It's unnerving.
Kind of reminds me of Perfect Blue.
Yeah. So that's the dark ending to the latest chapter of that one, and it is. I don't know where it's going, but I'm enjoying the drama.
Yeah,
I'm a little gossip.
Yeah, and it is. That's exactly what it is. It's a drama piece. It's
like really, it started as like edutainment. Now it's just like really settling into that drama.
And I think that's where I kind of stopped. Where I got to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I know about this.
You're like, I get it.
Thanks. I learned my lesson.
I'm all like, whoa,
drama.
They doing the talkie talks. Oh, why did it go? Why did it close? I didn't mean to. Nothing. We just finished an arc, and I guess we're going into training or the end of Black Clover. The start of the end.
Start of the end.
Yeah.
Has he learned a new move, or has he found a new master?
Yes to both.
Yeah, there you go. We're going into the training arc.
No. So he's done his training arc, and he came in clutch to save the Japanese-inspired village that Yami's from.
What did you call them?
The Wano Kuni arc from One Piece. Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit of lending. Maybe.
But I mean, yeah, it's always probably had been planned, because of having Yami, the commander of the Black Bulls, being initially foreign. It was kind of always set up to, I guess, have the tie-in with Yami's backstory and his homeland, and have it being super Japanese because that's where he's from. Like the mangaka. So like, why wouldn't you include your, like, it just makes sense. And I get that, like, it's late game Black Clover and late game One Piece, but like, shut up.
Whatevs. Whatevs.
You're thinking too hard.
That's right.
Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing, and I don't know where you're not even close to caught up.
Nah, I'm so far back. Man, I gave up on it so hard because it lost its way so much. But it's good to see that it's back on track.
I mean, when Akutami gets into his stride, he gets into that stride hard. Like that Maki section, where I got you back into it, was incredible, and it's gotten back into that again. It's been out for a few weeks now. So I'm gonna lightly spoil you, Logan. But so Sukuna has taken over Megumi's body because of the deal that Yuji made with him, that when Sukuna took over back in like freaking chapter 20 or whatever, that Sukuna could harm none of Yuji's friends, but the idiot forgot to include himself in that deal. So Sukuna can rip off one of his fingers, and he fed it to Megumi, and essentially transferred out of Yuji, and now has his own body, which is slightly being hindered by Megumi, so he's still in there. But yeah, Yuji now has nothing. He's still holding his own against a 10% Sukuna, which is really impressive.
But
oh, dude. Actually, this chapter was amazing because Yuji and Maki team up and just wail on Sukuna. He's not in any danger at all, but like they hold their own, and it was really really cool. The action scene in the last few, like, even if you just check out the last few chapters, to be honest.
I'll catch up.
Has
Hammer Girl come back yet?
No.
She's dead.
She's been mentioned to be alive.
Okay.
And that was actually a few weeks back now. So I'm wondering now if because they've taken Megumi away, I wonder if she'll come back. So they're gonna do like a swap of like the supporting cast. That's what I was thinking. God.
And where's Pachinko Man when you need him?
Right. So Angel Girl might. Did you even get up to Angel Girl?
It was just starting to get to Angel.
Well, she might be dead.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. There's a lot of like when he stepped on the gas pedal a few chapters ago, he really stepped on that gas pedal. My Hero Academia
it's nice to know that he's pushing through.
I'm kind of good with where we've left off. The chapter that we got kind of felt like it was a culmination of Toga and Ochiko's story and background and whatnot.
Okay. Is that a good thing? We needed that.
Sorry. I just saw. I saw Trossie's comments. Sorry. yeah. It's oh man. Sukuna in Megumi's body. God damn. Like he looks incredible. Really sinister and just Have you actually, Logan? Have you seen the Overwatch One Punch Man collab?
Oh, I think I might have seen something on it. I feel like it's something my son showed me.
It's pretty
that I purposely ignored.
Yes. that some of them don't look. Soldier actually got Moomin Rider, and it looks amazing. I will admit.
Okay.
But most of them are pretty bad.
They got to stop doing this. Everybody's they're all trying to jump on the anime train.
Give the mangakas the royalties. We need it. They need it.
But they won't see it.
Yeah, fair.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's Twin Star Exorcist, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
The artwork's in that really nice.
World Trigger's got an update as well. And Seraph of the End also had an update. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it, what were we just talking about?
I'm pretty sure it was One Piece.
Oh man, I'm always talking about One Piece.
I think we run out of the weeklies.
Yeah, we did, but there was one that I was going to mention art-wise, but I don't remember what it was, so you miss out because I have a shit memory. I did actually notice that there's a bunch, not all of them, but a bunch of Golden Kamuy on the app now. So I don't know what that's about, but
oh, maybe they've done some edits.
It's like, I think the most recent volume, maybe it's not as graphic as the rest. I don't know.
Well, that's pointless.
I know.
The whole series is graphic. It's big old graphic.
It's so weird.
Anything that puts eating squirrel bones and screwing a horse in the same series is
screwing a bear.
Yeah.
An Ed Gein, an Ed Gein reference. That is the funniest shit I've seen in anything.
It's such a wacky series.
It's like Monty Python meets history, I guess.
In a sense, kind of.
It's so wacky.
It's like the Holy Grail in a sense. They take semi-factual information and turn it on its head.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so strange.
Yeah. It's a good read though. It's a good read.
Manga Plus side of things, anything stand out for you?
I mean, Dandadan's pretty much because Marriage Toxin had a little extra this week.
I'm behind with actually most of my Manga Plus stuff, admittedly. I've caught up with Jump, but now I've
fallen behind. I didn't read that new. I haven't read the new chapter. It's Blight of Man, which is the new series.
I've pretty much done Chainsaw Man and Dandadan in Jump Plus.
Yeah. There's not much else to look at.
And Kaiju number X.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I was looking at Junction.
And we haven't talked about Kaiju number 8 for a few weeks because it's been. I don't know. It's releasing whenever the hell it wants.
But it's been incredible.
It is something else. It really is. And when that thing gets animated, man, once it hits anime, it's gonna boom, like big scale boom. Because it's one of those series that literally anybody can watch without too much thought. You know what I mean?
That's what I was looking for.
It's peak shonen, man. It's so good.
This was an amazing chapter.
Yeah, it really grounded the scale of what the monsters are doing. and how they're doing it.
It's
and the artwork.
Always so good.
So good.
Oh, it's doing that thing where there it goes.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing.
Every chapter is beautiful.
Absolutely adore this series. I think
honestly, that is one of the ones that I wish they would work a little bit faster on.
No, you don't deserve breaks.
Not them. They don't release. They release like every couple of weeks, and it's like half the size of everything else. Or it feels like it's half the size because everything is spreads and like 4 panels to a page.
This one here is only just dropped as well. I did forget about this.
Saw that, and I don't know.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be right up my alley. Look at all these yokai.
Gotta catch them all.
Look at all damn yokais, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's about at all, but yeah, the art looks nice. It could be good.
That's not too bad. Nobody's died yet.
I mean,
kids OP. Okay, pretty short chapter for a first chapter.
About 30 pages.
Games. Is this based on a game?
Oh, right. Okay.
It really is a catch them all scenario.
Yeah. Didn't know that there was a Shueisha Games. That's kind of interesting. All right. Well,
we're gonna know what we'll be doing tonight.
We're gonna end on that. They are super cute critters. I need to get a better loadout. For being able to see the comments and be able to see what I'm doing.
Need more monitors.
Share screen. I think I do actually.
I'll sort you out.
Yeah. You sort me out, fam.
Well, I've got a few spare ones.
Oh, sick.
I'll just drive them up to you.
Yeah. Right. Alrighty. How about I do that? All right.
Yeah.
Well, that has been episode 35 of Read This Way. I'm sorry, Chelsea. Please forgiveness, please. Okay. Please forget us too. Oh my god.
Don't forget us. Don't forget us.
Yes. If you would love to help us out, chuck one of our videos on in the background, share us with a friend, and
chuck one of us.
Yeah,
just throw us somewhere.
And help us with that algorithm. Help us out.
Yeah.
I've been Brad.
I've been Logan.
We've been Read This Way. We'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.